This is Shawn and Sue's podcast on 92.7 WOBM.
The Ocean County Breakfast Show with Shawn Michaels and Sue Moss.
Ocean County's best variety. 92.7 WOBM.
Shawn and Sue with our latest Jersey Shore podcast. And this edition, we're talking about Danny DeVito. Says he's coming to Tom's River to make a movie about the cancer cluster.
Do we need this drama?
Stirring up a hornet's nest of controversy. Sue's Dream Donut, also stirring up controversy.
That was fun.
And we'll talk about that. And you know, it was just really something, the taste test in which you put the promo crew through with that.
Those donuts, that's all we have to say.
Summer travelers, we're going to talk about some places you can go this summer. And beer-flavored ice cream. While we're on the topic of weird tastes with your donut, why not beer-flavored ice cream, Sue?
Okay.
Check out the podcast. And, of course, download our free app so you can take us wherever you go this summer with WOBM. Danny DeVito announced last week he's going to make a movie all about Tom's River and the cancer cluster. That was big news.
What are we
Back.
hearing? Is this a positive or a negative?
It looks to me like more negative
Yes.
feedback from folks on social media than positive. Marguerite writes, she says, this can't be good. Sharon says, I was born and raised in that cancer cluster, lost all my family to cancer. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. Danny, I've got questions. I think the only positive that might come out about this would be that people would get answers to questions that were left unanswered.
Maybe, yes.
Or it brings light to something that maybe some feel didn't get enough light on it. It's an interesting topic.
I hope they get their answers, their questions answered. I hope they do.
Yeah. Robert wrote in, he said, wow, great. So now when anyone thinks of Tom's River, all they'll think is cancer, even though it was years ago. That will do wonders for our number one industry in the religion tourism section. So
true. I mean, it does seem like there's a lot of negative surrounding this. You know, I don't know where the spin of positivity will be with this at all.
Dorothy wrote, blind faith. And now this. Good old Tom's River makes good movie fodder.
Yes. Oh, my word. Do you remember that movie? Do you remember that one that was happening? Oh, my word.
Yeah. John says, there goes your real estate values, Tom's River. So, you know, a lot of interesting comments coming in. It's up on our Facebook page, ahead at WOBM.com. No word from Danny DeVito, I guess, as far as whether or not they'll actually film here in Tom's River. That would be interesting, and I would think that you would want to if you're doing a movie like this.
There's going to be
that they
shots
have to
around
get,
Tom's
you know,
River.
instead of just using sets in California.
Yeah,
but you know,
I think there's going to be shots.
Stuff's
of
been
Tom's
done
River.
before, you know what I mean? But we'll have to wait and see. What will happen with this movie? Will it even ever be made? It's in talks. We'll have to wait and see. So Opco's heard you talking about your donut you wanted. Which
The Dream Donut.
This is the Dream Donut. It's a glazed donut with Colby Jack cheese.
Ranch dressing.
Drizzled
over a glazed donut with sprinkles.
And there it is. And it's a big one, too. You're going to be eating this thing all morning. All right, so we're doing a taste test. Kristen is here from our promotion squad. Kristen, I guess you never thought you'd be doing something like this.
Oh, no, and especially hearing it on air makes it so much better.
Yeah. All right, girls, take a bite.
Yeah,
let's go.
ready?
Let's do it. Go ahead. Let's do it. Let's see what you think.
Ranch dressing just makes everything taste better.
This is
I hope you're right.
You know what I mean? Oh, that whole thing fell off.
What do you guys think? Oh, Kristen bailed. Kristen's already bailed.
Too much. Just too much.
Sue?
I think it has a good sweet and salty taste.
You're crazy.
I taste the ranch. I taste the...
Kristen, do you need one of the sand pails?
No, I got it. I'm
Ranch,
good.
sweet, some Colby Jack.
All right, there you go.
I'm going to take a sip.
Only time you're going to be able to hear us let Sue talk on air with her mouth full. But there you go. Our taste test, thanks to Opco's.
Kristen didn't make it.
Take that donut outside. Take it out to the
Feed it to the
beach.
seagulls.
Thank you, Uncle.
We'll be back more from the beach coming up on a Friday on National Donut Day with Shawn and Sue. So over the weekend, we decided to head over to one of our historical landmarks, Old Barney, and Barnegat Light State Park, and go over there for, a little walk.
Beautiful day for that.
And a picnic, which we had never done there before.
Nice.
Now, they have picnic tables everywhere over there, the park. In fact, in one section, they put in all new picnic tables right on the water.
Do they have little grills, too, or just picnic tables?
No, I don't think
Okay.
they have grills there. I didn't see that, but they do have the picnic tables there. And we packed a little lunch. By the way, yes, I had liverwurst, and I was very happy with that.
My goodness.
And
Ew, and you were talking about my donut?
Oh, don't even
Ew.
compare your donut to my liverwurst sandwich.
All
Don't
right.
even do that.
Do you have mustard on it?
I did.
Yeah.
I did have spicy mustard and lettuce and tomato. Oh, it was delicious. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, best seat in the house, sitting there looking over the water while folks were riding, their, jet skiing and boating. Folks right there at the lighthouse, climbing the lighthouse. Talk about a breathtaking view of the lighthouse. And I've got video up, and I'm in the process of putting together a little article.
So anybody can go to this park and just have a picnic.
Yeah,
you don't
can
have
go-
to pay. It's
yeah,
free.
that's the thing. It's a nice.
nice?
It's a nice day trip if you're looking for something to do. Parking is free. The only thing that you'll have to pay for is if you want to climb the lighthouse, but you can hike and you can picnic and you can sightsee over there.
sounds nice.
And it's all, it's all basically free. It's fantastic. And, Old Barney, one of our, landmarks, started construction in 1835.
Wow.
And has been guiding ships.
It's
or guided
gorgeous.
ships for
That's a
years.
gorgeous lighthouse.
Yeah. And not too hard to climb. If you're a little intimidated, you don't have to climb it, but they do. And they have a night climb coming up in June this month. I think it's this coming weekend, maybe.
Is it this weekend?
I think it's this weekend. They're doing a night, climb where you go up, at nighttime, which
When
I've
it's
never done.
beautiful, I would
haven't,
imagine.
looked out over the, the bay there at night. But, it's a fun time. I have video and pictures up, and you can check it out. But if you're looking for something to do once the kids are out of school, pack a lunch, go over there.
Head over,
The kids can, walk around
nice.
and, there'll be people. There's fishing and hiking and sightseeing and climbing the, lighthouse. So something for everybody there. And then, of course, you've got other stuff around Barnegat Light there that you can check out as well.
Are
So
there
it's a neat little town.
rides?
No, there's no rides.
No
That
roller coasters?
That I know of. I know there's a brand new miniature golf that has opened.
Oh, that's fun.
Right there, right across from the lighthouse.
Lighthouse?
Yeah,
Okay.
right across from the lighthouse.
Neat.
Brand new place. And, so check it out.
Beautiful area.
I'll have it up for you
Oh,
shortly,
Love it.
up on our website and on the WOBM mobile app. So over the weekend, I was surprised. My sister-in-law brought me over some ice cream. Now, this wasn't very
Okay.
keto-friendly, but it was very, I did like it. A brand new ice cream, beer-flavored ice cream.
Oh,
Sue.
my.
That's right, beer-flavored ice cream.
I don't know about this.
Now, when you think about it, does that sound like something you'd want for
No.
dessert?
I am not a beer fan,
Yeah.
but I would try it. Now, what kind of beer is it? Do we know?
It's like a stout. It's like Guinness.
Oh,
It's
so
a
a
dark
darker
beer.
beer.
Yeah, it's a dark beer. And I tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. In fact, I have my review up on our website if you check it out, or just go to the app and you'll see the Haagen-Dazs. That's who makes it, Haagen-Dazs. It's called Spirits. And it's a stout
I love it. Wow.
coffee
I like the way it
pretzel
sounds.
crunch.
Oh, there's beer pretzels in that too?
Yes, there is. So it's like having a Guinness float at the bar with a bowl of pretzels.
That's what my next question. I know. My next question to you.
Yes.
Now, was it like a Coke float, but a beer float?
Yeah, kind of like that. Now,
That's strange.
it's a little bitter, but I don't want you to think it's so bitter. It's like how dark chocolate has a different taste than milk chocolate.
Sure.
It tastes more like a dark chocolate.
Okay.
And it has hints of the malt, the beer, also coffee, which you'll get in a stout beer,
Okay.
a dark beer like Guinness. You'll taste coffee. You have the chocolate, and then you have the pretzels. I thought it was really, really good. It
All right.
met all my, taste requirements.
Well, that's good. Sean.
Yeah. Now, some listeners wrote in. Fran says, because we asked the question, would you try beer ice cream? And Fran said, nope, with an exclamation point. Chris, however, said, what?
I know. Excited.
That looks amazing.
Mm.
So, you have people two different, some will be like, no way. Others will be like, oh, my goodness, that looks good.
It's not something that I would buy, but it's definitely something I would taste if someone
Yeah.
had it at their house.
Yeah, so next time I'll have to, get get it and have
Yeah,
try
let's
a little
do
bit.
a taste test.
But anyway, check it out. Go to the app. You'll see the
Interesting.
Haagen-Dazs Spirits Stout Dark Beer
now,
Float.
will they have like a Budweiser or a Coors Light?
I don't know.
Or do you think it's just the dark beer?
I think the dark beer has certain qualities that you can put into an ice cream.
Okay.
Like I say, the chocolate, the coffee.
We'll see.
The malt and all that.
How about a rum ball ice cream?
Well, you know what? There is a bourbon flavor ice cream that they make too.
Oh,
Which I
okay.
haven't tried yet, which is a vanilla with bourbon. So that'll be my next taste test for you. So
Fireball?
There you go. Well, you know what?
Fireball ice cream.
Cinnamon
Not
has,
bad.
certain qualities. But yeah.
You could do it.
Check it out. Let us know if you would try beer-flavored ice cream like the Haagen-Dazs Stout. Talking about pollen,
Yes.
folks are commenting on the article that I put up. You'll see the picture where it could draw, WOBM in the pollen dust in my car. Dawn says, Sue, it's driving me crazy, literally. Janice says, this pollen season's out of control. Something needs to be done about this. It is absolutely crazy how much pollen is out there.
Definitely. Just hold on. We're going to get through this.
Yeah,
And it's tough.
You've been feeling it. I've been feeling it.
Oh, my word,
But the
yes.
dust is everywhere, Sue. Too bad it's not gold dust.
Yeah. I wish. Nancy, you like the cake batter?
I don't make a cake just for it, but I will certainly lick the bowl.
Oh, yes, baby.
But now
I
Sue
love
says
that.
there are
The-
times
the
where
beaters,
she
the-
just
the-
makes the cake
No.
batter and this drinks
And I know
that,
you're not supposed to do it, but
Yeah.
I used to joke that it was worth dying for.
It's so good, right?
I like the
Oh.
frosting better than, I don't know.
Frosting is
Well,
good
that's
too.
super sweet.
But,
Yeah.
you know, you could sit in front of TV and do that. But a bowl,
But
my
you'll
daughter
go
and
through,
I.
you'll drink a whole bowl of batter, huh?
I told you that Abby and I will make a couple cupcakes here or there, but we'll eat most of it by licking it.
You will lick up all, you'll have soup.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
living dangerously. But,
Monday morning, still folks talking about the donut, Sue's dream donut
jeez,
on
yeah.
Friday. We were talking about, Entenmann's was running a. Did you enter that donut, by the way, in their contest?
What?
Did you enter your dream donut?
No, I did not.
In the Entenmann's
I
contest.
didn't.
We were talking about how they're, having a contest. You come up with the best dream donut. If you win, you get money, and they'll produce the donut and so forth.
Yeeper.
So Sue came up with her dream donut. It was a sugar glazed donut with Colby Jack cheese.
Yes.
Also topped with a icing of ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing and
then
sprinkles.
silver hair-like sprinkles that were on top.
Yipper.
Sugar sprinkles. And, still folks commenting about how disgusted they were with that particular donut. But I got to be honest with you.
Yeah?
My wife was actually trying to meet you halfway on this, saying, I don't know if Sue was completely crazy with that idea, she was telling me. Of course, I was like, well, I didn't try it because it's to me, it smelled like feet. But
It did not.
I think
It
that
smelled
was
like
the
ranch.
I think that was the biggest problem is that it smelled like feet. And but she said, when you think about it, a donut, basically, the dough itself, putting, cheese and dressing on it, you put a lot of stuff, with
Yeah.
ranch on it. Is it that crazy of an idea?
It isn't.
But I think it was that base of a sugar glazed donut.
Correct.
I think if it had been an old-fashioned donut, which would have just been sort of like plain dough,
It is
you would have
something-
had basically a grilled cheese sandwich almost kind of thing going on.
Yeah, it is something that I probably would not eat every day. I absolutely did not
But the
love
sugar
it.
glaze
The ranch
and the
and the
sugar
sugar-
sprinkles clashed. You
It
know?
wasn't as bad as Kristen, our promo girl.
Well, yeah,
spit it out.
she was
I mean,
throwing up. Yeah,
I
she
didn't
was.
think
she
it was too
Yeah,
bad.
she was choking.
It's just I wouldn't choose that again. Maybe
And I think
this
Kristen
time,
agreed that it did smell like feet.
Maybe
it kinda
tuna.
maybe that was the cheese.
Tuna on
well,
the
that's what
glazed.
April said to me too.
Yeah.
She said maybe if Sue would have just done like an American or a cheddar,
Yes.
it wouldn't have been as pungent
I
as
think
the
you're
Colby
absolutely
Jack.
right. Yes, your
and the
wife is
Colby
right.
Jack is probably where the with that mixed with the ranch is where that whole feet
Yes.
thing came from.
The American would
know.
have probably been much better.
You know.
But that is my favorite cheese, Colby Jack.
But now,
you're right.
Then we started wondering, what if you just took the donut and then you put cheese whiz?
You were
and
wondering a
yeah,
lot.
we did talk about it. And then the ranch dressing over top, it would have been very gooey on top.
Holy Hannah.
Would that have helped?
Maybe.
Or would it have made it worse?
No, I think, yeah. Ew, ew.
Diana Tyler, our midday host, is in. She's the only one on the staff who's had the Impossible Burger.
Yes, I can't wait to hear about
We want to
this.
hear about this. So the Impossible Burger you find to be absolutely delicious. It's your favorite, you said.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Now, I've had a lot of, I've had a lot of veggie burgers. And I like the black bean burgers. They're
Right.
not bad. And whatever. What makes this different?
The Impossible Burger I find tastes like meat. Like other veggie burgers are good, but it's really obvious
A little
that you're
cardboardy?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
not eating meat. Like in with black bean burgers, it's obvious you're eating beans.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
Impossible Burger, it tastes like meat and it sizzles.
So it's funny because you're just talking to me about how over the, I think it was Friday, you put up a picture in which I was cleaning up around the studios at the beach.
Okay.
And you were sort of like putting it up like, I don't know exactly what your point was. I think you were sort of being like, oh, Shawn's always trying to look busy. I think that's what your point was. And the funny thing about it is that someone wrote in that don't help him, sweep.
Because I said, should I help?
Yeah.
Should I help sweep? No, because he'll tell you you're doing it wrong anyway.
Yeah,
He'll make fun of
some
you.
woman wrote in, oh, don't do that. He'll probably tell you you're doing it wrong or whatever. But the point of it is, though, is that did you pick up the broom? No.
I didn't.
You did?
No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
You did it because somehow
Well, I had to do.
you always look busy.
Well,
you know how to do it.
but you make it sound
what?
like a bad. Oh,
It's not a bad thing.
No, but you say you always make it like
You
you always make it so you look busy.
Yes.
But I am busy. Mm-hmm. Not
You wouldn't
look.
have had to do that.
Looking busy is like faking it.
Well, yes.
I wasn't sweeping up imaginary debris.
No matter what, if someone would come in here on any given morning,
Yeah.
it looks like you're working and I'm
See,
not.
it looks like I'm working,
What?
but in fact I am.
You're doing exactly what I'm doing.
No.
Oh,
See,
no.
nothing could be further from the truth. See, there you're a liar.
Well, I'm
See, there
working.
you're a horrible, wretched liar.
Oh, my
And to that woman who said, he'll make fun of how you're sweeping up anyway. Yeah.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you do make fun of me a lot. And
Well,
maybe
I know. I point
Oh,
out.
my goodness, you're yelling.
I point out things that you
Yes.
get involved with. I don't think it's making fun of. I just sort of point out what you're doing.
Okay.
I don't do it. I don't make
You don't
up
do it
stuff.
deliberately?
I don't do it deliberately. I just talk like this. Like I'm not making up or
No.
I'm not making fun of you
bottom line
because
is
you don't help or
you-
do anything when you're here. I'm just pointing it
Now,
out.
see what you just said.
What?
Now you're downing me.
What?
All I said to you is you always look busy. Now you're saying I
No,
do nothing
but
when I
you-
come to work.
Well, I did say that.
Mm-hmm.
I did say nothing, but close. It's about time for one of your breaks here coming up. Hey, we'll be
Shawn,
back.
stop
Listen to me.
it.
Listen to me.
First off, the bosses are listening.
Listen to me.
Shh.
They know.
They don't. What? What does that mean?
Well,
I don't want them to. Shh. Now stop.
Now, we're going to
okay?
be back in a moment after Sue gets
Maybe
a break.
I won't be now.
When we get back after this break, we're going to check on that forecast next
Oh my
on
goodness.
WOBM. Nancy, Sue wants another baby.
I do.
I don't blame you.
I
They're
do.
So, it's when you see them and like wrapped up in that little bundle that they just showed. It's enticing.
My
And
life.
then you remember that everything that goes with it is not so easy.
I always wanted 3 children, and I have 1.
Sue-
and it's just I don't know. I
I
felt
want,
like I was never.
Oh, now
done.
you want 3. So
I
now,
always
oh,
wanted 3.
Yeah. Well,
But I
listen.
have 1.
We know
Go for twins.
Listen, we know how difficult it is for you on a daily basis, dealing with everything
on.
that's going on.
What does that mean?
Well, it just means
just in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You came in this morning. You're like, oh God, I'm
Oh,
so
I was so
tired.
tired
I'm
this
so
morning,
tired.
Nance. I
She's
think it
like,
was the weather.
I'm going to sleep. I'm like,
But-
well, yeah. Now she wants. Now
going
she
to
wants
sleep.
2 more babies.
I do. I mean, I
That'll make for a sleepless
I
night
don't
or
think
two.
I'll ever not
Yeah.
want a baby, and I don't know. It might still happen. You never know, Nance. Right?
So we're asking listeners.
You're right. It is so different, isn't it?
Yeah,
Never
Robin
thought of it.
wrote into us. She said, when it comes to, ringing the doorbell or just showing up by surprise, absolutely not. I would never just show up unannounced.
Right.
The only person she'd do that for is her mother.
Oh,
okay.
okay, sure.
Also, Jen wrote in. She said, I always text first. And that's what they found in this survey, that,
Sure.
more and more people will not just show up. And when people do show up unannounced, everybody gets scared. Have you ever done that? Have you hid? Have you hid, Sue?
Get down.
Get
so
down.
no one can see
Don't
you.
let them see you.
Shh. Dogs.
Don't
be
let them see you,
quiet.
because then I got to open the door. And over the weekend, I was out at Tucker's Island Lighthouse. Of course, that's at the Tuckerton Seaport. And if you're looking for a lighthouse that you don't have to climb a lot,
Okay, that would be me.
Tucker's Island Lighthouse is one that you should check out.
How many
then.
steps?
I would say there's 50, maybe, if that.
Oh, I could do that.
Couple flights of stairs.
Nice.
Not too bad at all. It is a different type of lighthouse than, say, like Barnegat Light, where it's the full, steeple up up to the top of the lighthouse. Originally built in 1868. The replica that's there now is in place because in 1927, Tucker's Island Lighthouse, due to a severe storm, much like a Sandy-type storm, fell into the ocean and was destroyed. 20 years ago, they rebuilt it, and that's what stands there now at Tuckerton Seaport is an actual replica of what the original Tucker's Island Lighthouse was in 1868. So I took the video camera and went up to the top of the lighthouse, give you a view. It's a really neat view up there of the creeks and the lakes and area around the lighthouse. And, of course, you see out on 9 there and everything around, Tuckerton down there. But it's a nice view. And, if you're somebody who doesn't love heights or loves, climbing heights, I think this is a good lighthouse for you.
I think that would be for me.
It's not too steep at all, and they have lots of cool exhibits and everything in it and whatever. So check out the video. If you've never been to the top of the Tucker's Island Lighthouse, you'll get to see what it looks like. And if you have and haven't been there in a while, you can see some of the sights from there now because so much construction and everything going on. They had the big art and craft and beer festival over there this weekend, so it was a lot of fun. And it was beautiful weather for it.
Sounds nice.
Everybody was wanting to get out and about. So
Sure.
check it out on our app or at WOBM.com.
Thanks for listening to Shawn and Sue's podcast on 92.7 WOBM. For more details, go to WOBM.com.